Taj, TJ, and Taryll Jackson, the sons of Tito Jackson and members of the band 3T, shared an emotional joint statement on Instagram following the heartbreaking news of their father's passing. The statement, posted on the official Instagram account for 3T, reflected the deep grief and profound sense of loss the brothers are feeling after losing their beloved father, who was a key figure not only in their lives but also in the world of music as a member of the legendary Jackson 5. It is with heavy hearts that we announce that our beloved father, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Tito Jackson, is no longer with us, began the moving tribute. The post captured the shock and sadness that accompanied the sudden loss of their father, a figure who, beyond his fame, was cherished as a loving and devoted family man. In their heartfelt message, Taj, TJ, and Taryll expressed how much their father meant to them and the countless lives he touched throughout his life. We are shocked, saddened, and heartbroken. Our father was an incredible man who cared about everyone and their well-being, they shared, reflecting on Tito's unwavering dedication to both his family and his fans. For those who grew up with Tito's music, he was best known as a member of the Jackson 5, the groundbreaking Motown group that included his brothers Michael, Jackie, Jermaine, and Marlon. Tito's legacy as an entertainer is cemented in the annals of music history, with hits like ABC and I Want You Back becoming timeless classics. But for the Jackson sons, their father was much more than just a music icon. Some of you may know him as Tito Jackson from the legendary Jackson 5. Some may know him as Coach Tito, or some know him as Papa T, the brothers added, highlighting the many facets of Tito's life and the roles he played beyond the stage. Whether as a father, a coach, or a mentor, Tito Jackson was revered by his family for his kindness, wisdom, and genuine concern for the well-being of others. The Jackson Brothers tribute offers a glimpse into the personal side of Tito, a man who was deeply invested in his family's happiness and well-being while also remaining an iconic figure in music. Through his role in the Jackson 5, Tito helped shape a generation of music fans and inspired countless others with his talent. Yet, it was his personal qualities, his warmth, compassion, and love that made him a true rock in his family's lives. The Jackson family's bond, often tested by the pressures of fame and personal tragedy, has remained strong through the years. Now, with the loss of Tito, the Jackson sons are left to carry on their father's legacy, both in their personal lives and through their music. The heartbreaking tribute from Tito Jackson's sons, Taj, TJ, and Taryll, continued with the heartfelt sentiment, "Nevertheless, he will be missed tremendously. It will forever be Tito time for us." In this poignant moment, they shared how deeply they felt their father's absence, highlighting the lasting impact he had on their lives. The statement also urged fans and the public to embrace one of Tito's core values. Please remember to do what our father always preached, and that is love one another. These words captured Tito's enduring message of love, unity, and family, which he consistently demonstrated both in his professional and personal life. The tribute concluded with an emotional "We love you, Pops," a fitting and heartfelt goodbye to their beloved father. Accompanying the post were photos that chronicle Tito's life, including pictures from his early days as a child star in the Jackson 5, one of the most influential music groups of all time. The images also featured candid moments of Tito with his sons Taj, 51, TJ, 46, and Taryll, 49, who he shared with his late ex-wife, Dee Martes. These family moments added a touching layer to the tribute, emphasizing the close bond Tito had with his children despite the pressures of fame and the tragedies that had befallen the Jackson family over the years. Tito Jackson's death occurred under unexpected circumstances. He was reportedly driving from New Mexico to Oklahoma when he suffered an apparent heart attack. Former Jackson family manager Steve Manning confirmed this to Entertainment Tonight, explaining that the musician died on Sunday. While the exact cause of death is yet to be officially determined, the sudden loss has left his family, friends, and fans reeling. Tito's passing marks another tragic moment for the Jackson family, who have already endured several heartbreaking losses, including that of Michael Jackson in 2009 and their patriarch, Joe Jackson, in 2018. Yet, through all the hardships, the Jackson family has remained resilient, bound by their shared legacy and deep familial love. As the world continues to mourn the loss of Tito Jackson, the legacy of the Jackson 5, and the mark that Tito left on both music and his family will live on. Despite the powerful role he played as a father, mentor, and loving figure in their lives, the message of love that Tito preached throughout his life is now carried forward by his children, who will continue to honor their father's memory in their own way, ensuring that Tito time lasts forever. Tito Jackson, the third of 10 children born to Catherine and Joe Jackson, lived a life deeply intertwined with music, family, and legacy. Born into one of the most famous families in the world, Tito was an integral part of the Jackson musical dynasty, helping shape the legendary sound that took the world by storm. Days before his untimely death, Tito had been performing alongside his brothers, Jackie and Marlon, as part of the Jacksons, continuing to uphold the family legacy with performances in various countries, including Scotland, California, and England during the summer of 2024. In his final days, while on tour in Europe, Tito took a poignant moment to remember his younger brother, Michael Jackson. On September 11th, just days before his passing, Tito shared a heartfelt message on social media reflecting on a visit he and his brothers made to a memorial dedicated to Michael in Munich, Germany. Before our show in Munich, my brothers, Jackie, Marlon, and I visited the beautiful memorial dedicated to our beloved brother, Michael Jackson. Tito wrote, his post conveyed the deep sense of gratitude and reverence he felt for the place that honored not only Michael's memory, but the collective legacy of the Jackson family. We are deeply grateful for this special place that honors not only his memory, but also our shared legacy. Thank you for keeping his spirit alive, he added. This moment served as a testament to the tight-knit bond that existed between Tito and his siblings, even as they grew older and pursued different paths. Their connection to music was the thread that held them together through decades of personal and professional highs and lows. Despite the loss of their brother Michael in 2009, the remaining Jackson brothers continued to tour, ensuring that the music of the Jackson 5 and Michael lived on through their performances. Tito Jackson's role in the formation and success of the Jackson 5 cannot be overstated. As one of the original members of the Jackson brothers, the precursor to the Jackson 5, Tito, along with his brothers Jermaine and Jackie, laid the foundation for what would become one of the most influential pop and R&B groups of all time. The group, which formed in 1964 under the leadership of their father, Joe Jackson, evolved into the Jackson 5 in 1966 with the addition of Tito's younger brothers, Michael and Marlon. The Jackson 5 went on to achieve massive success in the late 1960s and 1970s, breaking new ground in music and pop culture with chart-topping hits like I Want You Back, ABC, and The Love You Save. The Jackson 5 became one of the first Black musical acts to gain widespread mainstream appeal, forever changing the landscape of American music. Tito's role as the group's guitarist and backing vocalist may not have garnered the same attention as his younger brother Michael's, but his contributions were an essential part of the group's sound and success. In addition to his work with the Jackson 5 and the Jacksons, Tito also ventured into a solo career later in life. In 2016, he released his debut solo album, Tito Time, marking a new chapter in his musical journey. The album featured a blend of R&B, soul, and pop, showcasing Tito's versatility as an artist. One of the standouts from the album, Get It Baby, received notable attention and reaffirmed Tito's ability to create music that resonated with fans across generations. In 2021, Tito followed up with his second studio album, Under Your Spell, further solidifying his position as a solo artist. The album leaned more heavily into the blues, a genre close to Tito's heart, and featured collaborations with music legends such as Stevie Wonder and Eddie Levert. Under Your Spell was a tribute to Tito's lifelong love of the blues, blending his signature soulful sound with heartfelt lyrics that reflected his personal and musical journey. Beyond his solo career, Tito remained deeply committed to his family. He shared three sons, Taryll and TJ Jackson, with his late ex-wife, Dee Dee Martes. His sons followed in their father's footsteps, forming the R&B/pop trio 3T, which gained success in the 1990s with hits like Anything. Tito's relationship with his sons was strong, and he was a constant source of support for them as they navigated their own careers in the entertainment industry. Tito's sudden passing, reportedly from a heart attack while driving from New Mexico to Oklahoma, sent shockwaves through the music world. He was 70 years old. His death marked another devastating loss for the Jackson family, a family that had already endured the heartbreaking deaths of Michael Jackson. While the official cause of death has yet to be determined, the outpouring of grief from fans and fellow musicians underscores the profound impact Tito Jackson had on the world. As fans, friends, and family come to terms with Tito's death, his legacy remains firmly intact. His contributions to music, his role as a devoted father, and his enduring influence on the Jackson family will continue to be remembered and celebrated. Tito Jackson's life and work leave an indelible mark on the music industry, ensuring that his memory will live on through his timeless contributions to both the Jackson 5 and his solo endeavors. The Jackson family is one of the most iconic musical dynasties in history, with the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson dominating the charts and changing the face of pop music. However, beneath the glittering surface of fame and success, lavish lifestyles, poor investment choices, and personal legal battles contributed to their downfalls, transforming their once lucrative careers into a series of challenges. Tito, known as the talented guitarist of the Jackson 5, played a key role in the group's meteoric rise to fame during the 1970s. However, after the group's peak, his journey took a challenging turn as he faced financial struggles that starkly contrasted his earlier success. Despite continuing his passion for music with a blues and jazz band, Tito's post-Jackson 5 career didn't provide the financial security he once enjoyed. According to reports, his gigs, often at small venues, brought in between $500 and $1,500 per show, a modest sum compared to the grand performances of the Jackson 5. Sadly, on September 15, 2024, Tito Jackson tragically passed away while driving from New Mexico to Oklahoma. His sons, TJ, Taryll, and Taj Jackson, who found success in the 90s with their group 3T, are mourning their father deeply. They paid tribute to the singer in a heartfelt Instagram post, expressing their grief and love for their late dad. Jermaine, the soulful voice behind many of the Jackson 5's hits, was once one of the most recognizable faces of the group. However, by 2010, his financial problems became public knowledge when he revealed that his business ventures were failing, leaving him unable to meet his child support obligations. Court documents filed in Los Angeles County showed that Jermaine's monthly income had dropped to under $1,100, a far cry from his earlier earnings. He requested a reduction in his child support payments from $3,000 to just $215 per month, citing his financial hardships. The singer also alleged that the mother of his children made more than him. Despite earning $450,000 from a stint on Big Brother in 2007, Jermaine's income had steadily declined, and his once glamorous lifestyle became increasingly unsustainable. Jermaine's financial woes extended beyond child support issues. Reports surfaced that the 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom house he was renting in Calabasas was on the verge of foreclosure, with a minimum bid of over $2 million set for the auction. He reportedly also filed a police report claiming someone stole $150,000 in jewelry, furs, and clothes from a suitcase in the house. Struggling with mounting debts and back taxes, Jermaine's troubles were compounded by accusations of unpaid child support, amounting to nearly $100,000, leading to the threat of jail time. By 2013, it was made public that the R&B star owed thousands in court-ordered payments to Alejandra Jackson, the mother of his children. Alejandra allegedly obtained permission to have his wages garnished by California government officials until the debt was settled. Alejandra, who had several payment issues with Jermaine in the past, sought further help from officials at the Los Angeles County Child Support Services Department. The officials asked a judge to order the Jackson 5 member to hand over the cash or end up behind bars. The challenges did not stop there. In 2023, Jermaine faced a civil suit involving serious allegations of sexual assault dating back to the 1980s, further tarnishing his public image.